Today, we're reviewing the $149 Zeus metal backup, created by Amsterdam-based company Cryptotag. To properly rate the device, we're going to evaluate it using 5 essential categories, scoring each out of 10. And at the end, we'll add everything to see where this device stands. So how do you think the Zeus will perform? Let's find out. The first part that's noticeable is that the box is heavy. This product is a tank. Crafted from 6mm thick bulletproof titanium, Zeus plates are virtually indestructible. It boasts resistance to temperatures up to 1,665 degrees Celsius or 3,032 degrees Fahrenheit, as well as claiming to have resistance to water, corrosion, and physical impact. It weighs 211 grams, which would definitely make an excellent paperweight. Now, the metal clip at the top and bottom are actually holding 2 separate plates together. Once inside, notice the Sudoku-like rendition of numbers and grids. 24 sections, in fact, for all 24 words of your seed phrase. There's something satisfying about the surface inside the plate. It's got this sandpaper type feel and also makes this annoying grinding sound when rubbed together. My Heroclean strength was not enough to bend the titanium, although I'm not sure why I even tried. Worth a shot. And the brand logo looks incredible. Credit where credit is due. The logo itself even has that sandpaper type texture. A nice touch. Lastly, be aware there is a 30-day full refund to give users peace of mind. 9 out of 10 for design and build quality. Let's dive into the box. Presentation and quality of the packaging were spot on here. A nice matte black finish never goes out of fashion. And the box itself is great quality and can be used again to store the accessories. A win in my book. First, we've got the metal slabs. The setup guide, which includes a walkthrough, examples, as well as all 2048 potential backup words you'll need. And make sure you huddle with the left team, not the right one. An extra accessory is the $49 stack sack, made from poo leather. Yeah, you heard that right. Poo. Maybe it's the color? If you were wondering how cool, extremely cool. It is a tight squeeze. Tough to pull out at first, but in time it should loosen out a bit. And the stack might stop the backup from making a crater on your table if you drop it. Probably not though. Getting to the rest of the box, we've got some earplugs for the decibels about to be dropped. Bullet bill making an appearance too. Paper transfer sheets to transcribe your seed phrase numbers. A box of something. Matches. I assume this is to practice burning stuff, or maybe to destroy our paper seed phrases. And the punching device itself, coming straight out of a horror movie. Don't put your hand there. Inside it is a spring and a metal weight strong enough to punch holes into the titanium. 10 out of 10 for unboxing. Setup. To demonstrate, I'm going to use my old Ledger Nano S seed phrase. Firstly, we'll need to match the seed words with the words in the booklet using the BIP 39 list. Then, take that number next to the word and write it down in the correct square. One small tip is to make sure you go down to number 2 next. If you go right, this is number 7, and that's not correct. Also, be sure to take your time here to avoid making a mistake. No foreshadowing here, I swear. First side done. The complete sheet should look something like this. Now we're ready for the punching part. Plug in those earplugs as suggested. I'll be honest, pushing the puncher was super intimidating at first. Thought it was working, but turns out I'm just weak. I even tried to blame the spring as well. So for each row, there are 4 boxes corresponding to the numbers we previously wrote down. And we want to punch 1 hole in each grid. Getting back to the action, we're ready for our first punch. Pretty loud, but finally getting payback on the neighbors for their yappy dog. Taking a closer look, the punch made an indent but didn't go through to the other side of the slab. Nice. 1 row completed, and thankfully it matches what I wrote down on paper. Technique is everything here, and you will get a bit sore. Just take breaks as needed. Yeah, I made a mistake. Double punch the 6th word by accident. The good news is that when recovering a seed phrase, there will be more than one chance to input the correct seed phrase. And this mistake can only be one of 2 words. So no big deal in my opinion. It happens. On mistakes, Cryptotag states, quote, "We have designed our products so that mistakes are prevented as much as possible. If you have made a mistake, please contact your point of sales and we will make sure you are compensated correctly." Not sure what this means, but reach out if the mistake is detrimental to your security. Moving on, my hand was getting pretty tired. So try moving it around in different spots on your palm, which helped me. First side completed. The holes look so cool in the light, almost like looking at stars or plankton at night. The second slab was much smoother. Tried switching hands and that helped for a bit as well. And the final product. Put the titanium slabs back together, slide on the clips, and now the backup can be stored away anywhere safe you'd like. Got some black residue on my fingers. Not really sure what it was, but it washed right off. Using the matches, I attempted to be epic and burn the paper seed backups. But it seems I wasn't even cool enough to get the matches lit. And when I finally did, the paper wouldn't even burn. Must have had some sort of plastic coating on it. Anyways, it burned a bit, so rip it up, soak it up, and throw them away. If super paranoid about throwing them away, go learn from a different pyro. Setup was easy enough to understand, but physically a bit difficult, as well as the worry of making mistakes. 7 out of 10 for setup. Let's discuss durability, which Cryptotag has so much confidence in that they'll give users a lifelong guarantee. Unfortunately, I don't have an oven at the heat of the sun, which might surprise you, but someone else does, named jlopp, link in description. He tests many backups and put the Zeus against 3 key challenges: heat, corrosion, and crush. For heat, there were no issues. He mentioned the fastener system was very easy to pry off with a simple flathead screwdriver, even if device deformation occurs. Check. As for corrosion, some parts of the template faded. The data in template were still legible, but this means it would take a bit of work to recover the data. Check. And for crush, no data loss. But as with corrosion, it would still require some work to decode the data where the template was missing. And check. jlopp gave the Zeus an A in every category, a top score for seed backups. The one claim I couldn't test was bulletproof, but according to Demolition Ranch, titanium is super effective against bullets. 10 out of 10 for durability here. Moving on to reputation. Founded in 2017, Cryptotag has established itself as a leader in the crypto backup industry, and the Zeus specifically is recognized as one of the world's best-selling seed phrase storage solutions. Here's some positive sentiment users are saying about the Zeus. It's battle-tested against all elements, as we saw proof of. Friendly customer support, which Cryptotag mentioned is 24/7 with the live chat on their website. Sleek design and function, classy packaging, simple, precise instructions, and top tier quality. In terms of cons, there were a few. Easy to make a mistake if not paying attention, with no way to fix it. I surely can't fix my mistake. A second concern was if the clips loosen over time, there's nothing to hold the slabs together. Personally, I can't imagine how often you'll be taking the clips off. So would they loosen on their own or what? Another concern is that there's no way to rearrange the words or to change to a new seed phrase. But again, the point here is to permanently mark the titanium with holes to withstand all damage. So wouldn't changing it defeat the purpose? And lastly, the device is expensive, considering it's only for one seed phrase. When the average person probably has 5 or more, can seem silly. But if you have one seed phrase with more crypto stored and holding more importance, you should probably back it up with something such as the Zeus. Reputation scores a 9 out of 10. And one overlooked question: how do we get rid of it if we need to? Well, you can't. Sort of. Those markings are basically permanent now. So the best option for you to do is to create a new seed phrase on a hardware wallet and back that up. Once you transfer all your crypto off the old seed phrase wallet, you can discard the titanium slabs, and I think you could even recycle it for a bit of money as well. Worth a try. So after final deliberation, the judges have awarded the Cryptotag Zeus 90 out of 100. This seed backup is excellent. Everywhere from design to setup was mostly a smooth and easy experience. Quality of the materials are verified as it's been backed up by open source testing, and even things as small as the box and accessories were next level. There's really only 2 downsides here: the punching experience and the price. Over time, using the spring puncher wore out my hands, which made me get tired and increased my risk of making a mistake, something that did happen. But if you're more careful, these mistakes are less likely. As for price, to put it in perspective, $149 is the cost of a Ledger X, 2 Trezor Safe 3s, or even 3 Tangent wallets. But as mentioned earlier, if you do have that one seed phrase with more crypto stored on it, and you want to be completely sure it's safe from all scenarios, the Zeus is one of your best bets. So if you want to grab one, check the description and use my code Aldaron10 for 10% off the entire order. This is only valid until until March 31st, 2025, and they rarely give discounts. A huge thank you to Cryptotag for sending one over, and come subscribe for more hardware wallet and crypto tech content every week. Yeah, catch you in the next one.